India-France ties have a special weave to them, if nothing else because both countries have the habit of being gadflies on the international scene. Like the Indians, the French have historically paid scant attention to their own limitations or weaknesses when promoting themselves on the world stage. Recovering from two world wars, France struggled with decolonization, retaining some colonies even in the 1950s and 60s, seemingly contradicting its principles of liberty, equality, and fraternity. Meanwhile, newly independent India, despite challenges from partition and sluggish economic growth, championed decolonization globally, advocating ambitious non-alignment policies. In the post-Cold War era, both nations recognized their partnership's potential to balance the pervasive US influence, exemplifying a shared understanding of their global political limitations and synergistic strengths. Join us as we delve deeper into the historical complexities that bind these two global players together. It is not without reason, therefore, that France had the mildest response to India's 1998 nuclear tests among the 5 permanent members of the United Nations Security Council. With Prime Minister Narendra Modi crafting a more ambitious global agenda for India than any leader has done in the recent past, the French have, like other Western powers, been quick to acknowledge India's rising geopolitical weight but added their own special touches to the bilateral relationship. If the Americans can give Modi an address to both houses of the US Congress, then France will have him as guest of honor at their National Day and give him their highest honor, the Grand Cross of the Legion of Honor. At the core of the relationship, however, is the defense partnership. In this sector, France somehow comes across as a far more willing and generous partner than the US, with its complicated political structures and history of playing hardball. Starting with the Rafale deal that the previous UPA government concluded but which the Modi government reworked, to the latest acquisition of 26 of the aircraft's marine version, the French have been willing to give the Indians what they want. Their sense of competition with the US defense sector for India's business is clearly evident. Only the Rafale Marine and the Boeing Super Hornets met the Indian Navy's requirements of fighters for its aircraft carriers. And the Indians have been willing to play the Americans and the French against each other to get the best deals. Meanwhile, technology transfers by France have already helped India construct 6 Scorpion-class submarines, with another 3 now being procured to boost the Navy's falling numbers. Indeed, the joint communiqué at the end of Modi's visit captures the essence of the India-France relationship perfectly, one that has been resilient in the darkest storms and bold and ambitious in riding the high tides of opportunities. With the world in flux thanks to the challenges of climate change and the rise of a revisionist power in the form of China, India and France can be sure there will be many more dark storms and golden opportunities headed their way.